Hey guys, Krabs here. We're going to be doing turn 2 for France and the US in Operation Caporetto. We're in summer 1912. Quick recap. Our random events for this turn were Treaty of Fez, so France is just getting absolutely murdered by these events. Not only did we lose Morocco, but we're also losing one IPP for this turn. And then in the east, we had Chinese naval expansion. So Britain, Germany, USA, Austria-Hungary, and France all roll a d6 and can either add a ship to their navy or add one to Greece. And there's why. So we rolled those out. The Allies came out a little bit on top with that. So um, the US and France, both of which I'm playing, both rolled a 5, so I get to add a cruiser to both of their navies. And then Britain, Germany, and Austria-Hungary all rolled in the 1 to 4 range, so they all get a TBD. So I think that's pretty good for the Allies. So we'll get to place a French cruiser and an American cruiser this turn, and then I'll get with Be Nasty on placing that British TBD. Um, but the French turn, we've got $2. So we will spend those, and we're going to do diplomacy on Romania and Spain. And we'll go ahead and roll those out. Actually, we'll just use these since they're different colors. So looking for a 1 to 3 on both of these. And a whole lot of nothing. So there's the French. No combat, obviously. We're still in the prequel, so we'll just non-combat this commander down here. And as well, we're going to go ahead with the Italians, still in the Italo-Turkish War. So I think what we're going to do is this transport is going to come up. He's going to grab an infantry, come back down, and drop him in Cyrenaica. And all of these guys are going to move in to attack. I would bring 2. But I don't want those double casualties on the first round of naval invasion because he'll probably get a hit back. And then we're going to bombard with our pre-dreadnought. So we will roll that out real quick. And it's summer, so we what's it called? We don't have to worry about a limit on rounds of combat. Camel, militia, and colonial, and then RD infantry. Alright, so we've got our bombard with our pre-dread at 3, so that will be done first. That's a miss. And then now our normal first strikes. So we've got 2 at 4. There's, 2 hits. And let's roll his. There's a miss. I imagine, honestly, he'll probably take militia infantry, since just to try and see how many hits he can get that first round. Then we've got 2 infantry, or actually boosts. No, actually, because of desert, and these guys, because it's desert, should also be -1, but does not affect these rolls because it was a 1 and a 3, so those both still hit. But we're actually going to have 2 infantry at 2 because they're -1 for desert, +1 for the artillery, and then 1's not paired, so he'll be at -1. So a 1 and 2 2s. Nothing. So he's got 2 at 2 and 1 at 4. There's a 3 and a 6, and then his 4 is a hit. It's got to be on the naval invading infantry, and that's why I only brought one, so it wasn't double casualties. And we're going to keep attacking. So 2 at 2, 2 at 3. There's one more hit. 2 misses. And another miss. So he's going to lose one more guy, which I imagine will be the Colonial. Alright, last round. Need 2 hits on this. And, ooh, there it is. So a 1 and a 2. So that's the 2 hits we need. So we will be taking Cyrenaica with Italy. There's a miss. Let's just see if he can kill anything else. And another miss. That was very lucky for us, only losing one guy. So Cyrenaica goes to Italy. Good for the Italians because the Italo-Turkish War. So war is going to end next turn, or after next turn, I should say, barring a random event that ends it early. And if Italy possesses Cyrenaica and Tripolitania, which they now do, France will advance one stage and improve logistics, and Italy is going to add a Bersaglieri infantry to their reserves. So good stuff. Free tech for France, which also reminds me that I forgot to even roll tech for them. So we'll do wartime economy and defense in depth. So miss. And miss. Okay. France is doing great things already. They are just getting absolutely bullied. But that is a huge pickup because post-Italo-Turkish War, that's going to be a free stage on improved logistics for France. And they will collect their income at 2 for another turn. Alright, so non-coms for the Italians. I think these coastal subs are going to move over because, yeah, he's building a shipyard there. So we will just leave these coastal subs here. Transport moved. That cruiser is there. And I think we'll just leave it like that, and we'll go ahead and roll recruitment for them. So they're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, so recruitment at 10. That's a hit, so either 2 militia or an infantry. I think we'll go militia, and we'll just go actually, no. We'll go infantry, and we will go Mezzogiorno. And that'll be the Italian turn, so we'll roll into the U.S., who is going to be lend-leasing a infantry to the revolutionary forces into Mexico. And also forgot to place my French cruiser, and that is going to go with the Med fleet down here. And then, so we've got our revolutionary infantry and the American cruiser. We'll go ahead and just place the cruiser because we're not going to be able to move anything or do anything with the U.S. this turn. And we'll bring this guy over. and see what we want to do with the revolutionaries. So I think what we want to do for now for combat is we're going to walk a guy onto Awaka. Scoop up another territory, and then this cav is going to come 1, 2 along with a guy, and see if we can't take those guys out there. Alright, so let's roll that out. So they're in mountains, so the cav is going to be at, I believe, 2. Yeah, cav at 2, infantry at 1, his defender cav will be at 2. So I barely have the advantage, but we'll do 2 in black, 1 in red for cav infantry. Please get a hit first round. There we go. There's the hit first round, and his defending Federales cav is a miss. So there's a nice little pickup for the revolutionaries. They are going to snag Chihuahua. And now for non-coms, I think we're just going to pull one of these guys down to eastern Mexico. And place our Lend-Lease. I think we're also going to put that in eastern Mexico, just because he can bring everything he has pretty much into there if he decides to attack that. And now we're going to roll recruitment at, we are now at 1, 2, 3, 4, so we will roll at 4 or less. And if this hits, that's amazing. And no dice on that one, but I feel pretty good about that. Scooping up some more territory. He'll probably take a Waka back, but pretty good foothold in eastern Mexico. He would only be able to move 2 guys into Coahuila, and I don't think he'll move up into the mountains in Chihuahua with just 2 guys, because this cav, he can't reach anywhere else. The only place he can reach is eastern Mexico, but that's got 3 defenders in it. So if he wants to risk it in Coahuila, certainly can, but mountain border too, so first round those guys would only be at 1 attacking with a defender at 4. And next turn's fall winter, so he'd only get 1 round anyway. So with that, I think that'll be the end of summer 1912. So we'll go ahead and hand it off to Germany for this next turn. We're going to be going into turn 3, fall winter of 1912. And we're going to be, after this turn, we're going to end the Italo-Turkish War, and we're going to be starting the first Balkan War. So Ottomans are staying fired up in their wars over here. They're getting a lot of income early, a lot of things they can do. But we'll hand it off to Germany for turn 3.